Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us today for our Windstar virtual travel show. My name is Terry Jardine. I'm the Regional Travel Manager. I'm based here in St. John, New Brunswick. And we know you can't travel right now due to the travel advisory, but it won't stop us from dreaming and planning. So I've got a few housekeeping items first. We've muted everyone, so there won't be any background sound. Use the control panel. It's a little orange arrow you should see. If you want to send us any questions, you can type them in there, and we will try to answer them after the presentation if we have time, and if not, we will email you back. As well as we have two handouts there on some excellent deals that we have with Windstar that you should download while the presentation is on. You can click on handouts and you'll see them there. They're in a PDF form. As well, we recommend that you view the presentation in full screen mode. That'll look a lot better for you, as well as you may need to adjust your sound when the videos are playing. And it should be about 30 minutes. So sit back and relax and enjoy the show. I was lucky enough to do Windstar with another couple, my husband and another couple. We've been sailing for probably over 20 years, so we picked Windstar because we wanted to have that sailing ship experience, and we couldn't have enjoyed ourselves anymore. It was absolutely amazing. We started in Barcelona. We went along the coast of Spain, and we stopped in Morocco as well, and then ended up in Lisbon. And these pictures here are of Malaga. We got there first thing in the morning and didn't leave until after sunset. So it was absolutely amazing. We loved it. My colleague Patricia has also been on Windstar, and I'll let you hear what she has to say.
We can't hear Patricia.
Hi, my name is Patricia McKay, and I'm based out of the Dartmouth office for CAA. I traveled on the Star Pride back in 2017, the classic Italy and Dalmatian coast. Windstar is very relaxing, smaller, intimate cruise line. It travels into smaller, unique ports, offering outstanding service. We absolutely loved it. I would like to introduce to you Andrea Mendelsohn, our Regional Sales Manager for Canada. Andrea?
Thank you both, Terry and Patricia, and I'm so delighted to be here today, and thank you all for joining us. I'm really, really thrilled, and obviously I can't see everybody on the screen, but for those of you who have traveled on Windstar, I hope I'm going to give you some exciting news, and for those who haven't, I hope I'm going to give you an insight into what our beautiful product is all about, 180 degrees from ordinary. But before I do begin, I do want to thank CAA for inviting me to participate in their conference, and I also want you to know that CAA is a very, very big and strong partner of ours. So whilst you might go onto our website and check out some of our fantastic itineraries and read what we're all about, because we work so closely with CAA, we give member benefits to them to pass on to you and special perks and amenities. So I do encourage you that if you are going to make a booking, please go back to your CAA office in Atlantic Canada, and they will pass on all the benefits that we give to them. So without further ado, I'm actually going to minimize my screen so that you don't see me and that you will see a full screen, and we are going to go ahead. So enjoy, and thank you again for joining us, everybody. So Windstar Cruises, again, I mentioned to you, we're 180 degrees from ordinary. And think about that, everybody. So often people say, well, I did a 360. What does that mean? You start at point A and you end up in the same position again. But going 180 is taking you in a completely different direction. We are all about that small ship or yacht style cruising experience. Take a look at the picture. On the left-hand side, you're going to see what we call our star class ships. These are our power yachts. They don't have the sails, as you can see. They are all suite ships. We call these cabins that we have suites. They all start at 277 square feet. They've got walk-in closets, marble bathrooms, beautifully appointed. And then we've got our beautiful romantic sailing ships. These beautiful ships, again, it is still a cruising experience, but how wonderful to be on one of these sailing ships with the sails that hydraulically unfurl and you're sailing from one beautiful destination to the other. This is truly 180 degrees from ordinary. And why and how we are so different is because we believe we're taking our guests in a different direction. And what do we mean by that? To be able to take guests to unique ports of call because we're small, because we can go into the little ports and harbors that the big ships simply can't go into. So we go to unique places, captivating places, places that in many instances you might think, I didn't even think I could go there on a cruise ship. Those are the unique places that we take our guests to. For us, it's about a true, unique, authentic, and immersive experience in each of the amazing destinations that we take you to. In many, many instances, you will not see any other ships around you, so we leave a very small footprint in these incredible destinations that we go to. And we truly want you to get to see what you set out to see in the first place. For us, it's not about getting to a destination, frantically checking it off your bucket list, taking a picture to prove that you were there, buying a souvenir so that you remember, having something to drink, and then you have to stand in a long line to get back on the tender, to get back to your ship, to sail off to the next destination. In many instances, Windstar is going to arrive early in the morning. We're going to leave late at night, as you saw from Terry's pictures. For us, it's about giving you that true experience in the destination. And again, for us, we believe we are certainly for travelers and not for tourists. So whilst of course we're going to take you to many of the tourist places that you want to go to, we're also going to go off the beaten path. What I'd like to do now is show you a video which I hope will encapsulate so much of what we're all about, and then I'm going to come back and chat with you. So enjoy. We're just going to.
We live in an awesome world with tropical islands, enchanted coastlines, gleaming port cities, storybook villages with wonders beyond compare. What better way to explore it all than by yacht? Windstar is 180 degrees from any other kind of cruise. Yacht-style cruising is about freedom. The freedom to do as you please. No waiting in lines. Freedom to dine when, where, and with whomever you choose. With culinary artistry that will simultaneously wow you and make you feel very much at home. Windstar's fleet is made up of 3 luxury power yachts and 3 iconic luxury sailing ships. Designed to our exacting specifications, carrying fewer than 300 guests. By design, it's made to feel like your own private yacht. True luxury isn't grandiose. It's simple. Make it all about you, our guest. Whether that means helping to create a very special occasion or knowing just when to stay out of the way. Windstar has created an experience that's all about our guests. Perhaps that's why readers of Condé Nast Traveler voted us the world's best small ship cruise line. Windstar's yachts get you closer to the world, closer to natural wonders, closer to the people and immersed in the cultures we visit. On a yacht, there are simply fewer barriers between you and authentic experiences. We are in the magic moments business, curating unique voyages to legendary places and places nobody else goes. bringing you unforgettable private events, as well as the freedom to create your own perfect moments. We invite you to think of these yachts as your yachts. Welcome aboard Windstar Cruises.
So I hope you truly enjoyed that, and it gave you a little insight into how we are truly different. I do want to talk to you, though, about how we are that 180 degrees from ordinary, and it's going to start out with how really relaxed we are. There's an assumption and a presumption that when you travel on Windstar, it's a very pretentious or overstuffy kind of experience, and that truly isn't. You heard from Patricia how relaxed it was, and that is what we're all about. You've earned an amazing vacation, a fabulous experience that after this COVID, we're all looking forward to traveling and sailing again. Who wants to have that formality of formal nights, of getting dressed in jackets and ties for the gentlemen or long gowns for the ladies? It's a casual, we like to call it country club casual style of dress during the evening. It is relaxed, no making reservations in our main dining room. Isn't that a wonderful experience? You're in a port, you're having a wonderful time, and you don't really feel like leaving and dashing back to the ship to change because you have a dinner reservation at 6:30 in the evening every night. Why not spend the time like you want? It's relaxed days. You don't have to do that. Come in during meal hours. Ask for a table for 2. We can accommodate you. Ask if you've met wonderful friends. Ask for a table for 6 or 8, and we can accommodate you. The other great thing is you might have had a full, wonderful day in the destination, and you go back to your suite or to your stateroom, and you decide, you know, I don't feel like even getting dressed in my country club casual style and going to eat. I would like to order room service. We have 24-hour complimentary room service, and if you order off the main dining room menu, we will serve you course by courses if you're sitting in the dining room. We want you to have those relaxed days, and in many, many instances, I mentioned we arrive early in the morning in a port, but in many instances as well, because we're small, we are able to dock right in port. So you are right there. Nobody has to pull the short straw and get up early in the morning and be first in the line in the tender. Nobody has to pull that short straw or go and put towels on a deck chair to save the deck chair. There's so much available to you, and it is so easy. You go into the port, you see the sights, you do your shopping, come back, have something to eat, and then you can go back into the port again because it's easy. It's not urgent for you to have this urgency to get into the destination, fight your way through with crowds and crowds of people. We want you to have a vacation that you've deserved. And as besides the relaxed days, we talk about the unregimented days. So if you don't have a shore excursion booked for early in the morning, why not get up at your leisure, have a wonderful breakfast, maybe take advantage of our water sports platform, and then go into the destination. This is your vacation. And because we're small, we talk about small ship cruising, and in order to categorize any cruise line as small ship, you have to have or carry less than 350 guests. Well, we do that. And because of that, there's going to be the freedom from crowds. So no standing in line, no jostling for space, no elbowing your way through a whole lot of people. We want you to have that one-on-one experience with our crew. That is so important because for us, you're a VIP. You are not just one of the thousands and thousands of people. You're not just a number to us. We want you to feel, and I hope you heard from the video, like you're on your own private yacht. What we do is, because we have an amazing ratio of crew to guest of 1 to 1.5, so 1 crew member to 1.5 guests, and I absolutely understand there's no such thing as a half a guest, but just think of the exemplary service with those kinds of ratio, where we get to know your name on day 2. We get to know your preferences. How important do you feel? Again, to us, you're a VIP. Now you might be wondering, well, you know, this sounds fabulous, but I wonder what the food is like. And for those of you who've listened to many presentations or who've been on many other cruise lines, everybody's going to turn around and say, our food is the best. Our food is excellent. Well, I am also going to say that, but I can absolutely substantiate that because we are the official and long-term partners of the James Beard Foundation. James Beard is an organization that recognizes top chefs, top sommeliers, top mixologists from all over the world. And these amazing chefs and sommeliers have come on and trained our crew to create some amazing, amazing meals for you. What we also offer, and what you're looking at in this picture over here, is one of the James Beard Foundation chefs in the middle hosting some of our guests. And we do that. We call it Shop with Chef. And it's a delightful complimentary experience. We take about 26 guests at a time, those that are interested. And when we have to go and replenish our food, because we do, we go into the little markets and the little villages and the little towns, and we do these wonderful taste tests to bring you these incredible, authentic meals to your table that you have chosen and help the chef choose. How wonderful to feel like you're on your own private yacht. We have an open bridge policy, so you're not going to see yellow tape and red rope restricting you from going anywhere. We want you to come in and speak with the captain. We have a special brew coffee that you can have with him in the morning, or come and speak to our crew while we're sailing under the stars at night. Understandably, with our health and safety protocols, which I'll discuss shortly, we have to limit the number of people at any one time in the bridge, but we still welcome guests, and we want you to truly come and feel, again, like you're on your own private yacht. All 6 of our ships, whether it's the sailing ships or whether it's what we call the star ships, as I mentioned to you, we all have water sports platform on all the ships. So in the beautiful warm waters when it's safe to do so, and when we haven't docked right in port, we're able to lower the water sports platform, and you can take advantage of all the complimentary water sports, whether it's skiing, whether it's snorkeling, whether it's paddleboarding, whether it's kayaking. The only time there is a charge is if we do scuba diving, because then we have to get a PADI certified diver. But it's such a wonderful experience, again, to be able to go into these unique destinations, finish what you're doing, and come back and partake in these wonderful experiences from the ship. Now, it's important, of course, everybody address the health and safety protocols. Because we're 180 degrees from ordinary, we're calling our health and safety beyond ordinary care. And given unfortunately, I don't have enough time to go through everything with you. This information can be gotten from any of your CAA travel advisor or from our website, but we have been working closely with the epidemiology department of the University of Colorado, the Anschutz Medical Center. We follow CDC guidelines as well as CLIA guidelines. So we've got a multi-layer strategy that starts with pre-boarding, where we're going to have negative COVID tests before boarding. We're still waiting to see whether or not people have to be vaccinated. That news will come out tomorrow. We are going to require masks in certain areas of the ships, but again, this is going to be an extremely safe and stringent controls to make sure that not only our guests but our crew are also going to be safe on board. On board, I'm going to address something called the HEPA filters in my next slide, but just so you know, we're going to be constantly spraying this EPA registered, it's a hospital grade sanitizing solution throughout the ships. We are going to be traveling at reduced capacity. We have increased our medical staff. We always travel with a doctor on board. We've added 2 nurses to each of our ships for a total of 3 medical staff. In the restaurants, we're going to limit capacity in our main dining room to 65%, in our specialty dining rooms to 60%. So we will extend the hours of operation. So again, you've got another longer choice and more hours to decide when you're going to come and eat. With regards to our shore excursions, because we're small, we only take small groups of guests, but this is going to be limited as well. And we are going to be arranging for staggered arrivals and departures, both onto the ship and with our shore excursions. Now, very quickly, in a nutshell, with regards to the HEPA filters, which stands for high efficiency particulate air filters, this is the air that goes through our HVAC system. And everybody's obviously going to be doing stringent and more up-to-date state-of-the-art implementations to their HEPA filters. However, at this time, Windstar Cruises is the first cruise line, and we do hope everybody will follow suit, to install a UVC light, an ultraviolet disinfection light that has been proven to kill coronaviruses. So you can rest assured that before any of the air supply goes into the air goes into the air supply, it has all been completely disinfected. Now we have a multitude of destinations, a very, very robust portfolio of destinations. But again, given the time I have today, I truly want to talk to you about some of the destinations that CAA has chosen to do groups on. And we're excited to work with them because there's great amenities, great perks that you're going to be getting. And again, you might be thinking, well, the Caribbean, I've been so many times. I need you to know that when you're going with Windstar to the Caribbean, you're not doing Miami, Fort Lauderdale, some small little private island. You're going to places like Virgin Gorda, Yachts Van Dyke, Surfers Hole, Little Bay Montserrat, Beckway. So unique experiences. And I'm thrilled to say, again, that CAA Atlantic Canada has chosen one of our Caribbean experiences on our beautiful windsurf. The Windsurf is our biggest sailing ship. You can see she's got these beautiful masts. When we sail from one port of call to the next, we hydraulically unfurl these. You don't stand barefoot on deck and help raise the sails. You stand with a drink in or a cocktail in your hand, and we sail away with this beautiful sail away music. This particular itinerary is on March the 26th, 2022. It's on this beautiful windsurf. It's a 7-day itinerary. And again, I encourage you to download the PDFs or the handouts that you see on the screen now. Again, we have got beautifully appointed rooms. This is one of our double suites. This is where we knock down the wall in between 2 suites, 2 staterooms. It's got 2 washrooms, a lounge area. It is absolutely beautiful to travel with us. And here is a picture of our main dining room. So again, I mentioned no reservations, but we do have 2 specialty restaurants. The important thing that you do need to know is that we do require reservations in our specialty restaurants, but there is no surcharge. There's no surcharge on any of the meals in our specialty restaurants. Now, this is the Yachtsman Caribbean or the Yachtsman Caribbean on our windsurf. You can see the destinations that we're going to. Again, probably places that you didn't think you could get to on a cruise ship, but I just want you to see very quickly, and I, again, unfortunately don't have the time to go into the details of these destinations or the arrival times that you will get from CAA. But you can see from these little places that no huge big cruise ships can get here. If you can see in the very distance in the bay, that is the Windstar out in Falmouth Harbour in Antigua. But we also go to Surfers Hole in Tortola, British Virgin Island. Look at these picturesque places. Look at Yachts Van Dyke, also in the British Virgin Islands. Virgin Gorda, so again, these small little off the beaten path places. St. Bart's, absolutely a fantastic destination. It's a small Caribbean island. It's well known as an extravagant playground for wealthy and famous people, but it's for everybody. It's known as that magical island that yes, has luxury villas for the jet sets, but it's got plenty of activity for our guests and our travelers of all tastes and budgets. So again, you're going to have a wonderful experience in all these incredible destinations. Now, on this particular group, what is included? Everybody will get $100 per person shipboard credit to put towards shore excursion or your shopping or your spa facilities. And they've also added for CAA an option to choose one of the following additional perks. Either an additional $100 per person shipboard credit in a standard category, or you can choose unlimited Wi-Fi. If anybody books a premium category, you would get an additional $200 per person, or you have the option to choose our premium beverage package if you choose a premium category stateroom. On the 19th of September 2022, CAA Atlantic has chosen another stunning itinerary in Greece, also on the windsurf. So again, this beautiful sailing ship going not only from Greece to Italy, but we're incorporating Montenegro as well as Croatia. So a fabulous itinerary ahead of you, going again to places, I'm sure you've heard of Dubrovnik, but Hvar and Zadar and Kotor in Montenegro, Katakalon in Greece, Monemvasia. I mean, everybody thinks you go to Greece and you go to Athens. No, look at all the unique places that we're going to. So of course with Athens, it's important that you know it's got 3,000 years of history, and there's so much to see and discover. If you haven't been, or even if you have been, it's worth a repeat visit. Of course, there's the Acropolis, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There's the Acropolis Museum, the Plaza, where you go for food and fun and sightseeing. But there's also an opportunity for you to explore the metro stations that really serve as mini museums with all the relics that they are constantly being unearthed. So there is so much that is put into a Windstar cruise. Not only the famous touristy sites, but the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. We take you to unique places. Monemvasia, excuse me. This is a beautiful, beautiful romantic place in Greece. It's a medieval castle town. It's carved on the slopes of this beautiful rock. And it really is. It was originally constructed in the medieval ages, and it's been continuously inhabited. So you're going to see unusual places where you can walk around, where you can do shore excursions. Katakalon in Greece. And as you can see from these pictures, each place has its unique own character. So it's not just going from one island to the other where there's just sun and sand, sea and sand. You're going to see different experiences wherever you go with Windstar. Here we're going to Kotor, Montenegro, Dubrovnik in Croatia. This is one of the top hot destinations that everybody's wanting to go to, and we combine it on this wonderful itinerary with CAA. You end up in Venice, Italy, so of course CAA can arrange not only your pre-itinerary, you can come in earlier into Greece, but they can arrange a fabulous post-itinerary for you once you get to Venice and spend some time in Italy. So what do we include on this fabulous itinerary? Again, you automatically get $100 per person shipboard credit. And here again, you choose one of the following perks. Probably choose $100 per person shipboard credit, or unlimited internet if that's what you want, or again, in a premium category, $200, or the beverage package, or everybody can choose, instead of the first perk, a free hotel night in either Athens or Venice. So you will speak to your CAA travel advisor to decide what you want, hopefully when you make your booking. Now you might be wondering, well, I wonder if I am a typical traveler on Windstar. Let me say that everybody is welcome. However, we do not confirm children under the age of 8. We're too small to offer children's meals. We don't have zip lines. We don't have a racetrack on our small little ships. This is a more adult experience. However, we have young couples that say to their parents or to their in-laws, please look after the grandchildren. We're traveling on Windstar. So again, everybody is welcome. But for us, it's about guests who are looking for that authentic, immersive experience in a very understated and unpretentious, and dare I say, unstuffy environment. People who want that intimate travel experience. So if many of you have traveled on a river cruise and you love that intimate, small river cruise experience, this is like that experience, but on the ocean. But I do want to tell you, when you hopefully go online and check out our fantastic itineraries, we have an itinerary called Impressionist France, where we actually sail on the Seine River. So we're small enough to do that as well. So just some of these wonderful experiences. There's a whole multitude and a plethora of different experiences on Windstar cruises, irrespective of the itinerary that you choose, irrespective of the ship type that you choose, you are going to have an amazing experience. And we have been waiting and chomping at the bit to welcome you, hopefully for the first time, and definitely those of you who've sailed with us before, we want you to come back. We're looking forward to welcome you. So with that, I truly want to thank you. I want to thank CAA, and I guess now we can open it up for questions, and I will come back onto the screen. Yeah, we all are. I don't know if you can see if there's any questions, anybody?
No, there's no questions.
No questions. Well, again, thank you all for joining us.
That was awesome, Andrea. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Terry.
Patricia?
Can't wait to have you and Patricia sail with us again, and whoever else is listening, we'd love to have you join us too.
Thank you for joining us today, everybody. We have 2 more presentations later this evening. We have one with Antarctica at Seabourn Cruises at 7 p.m. And we have Galapagos with Geoadventures National Geographic at 8 p.m. So hopefully you can tune in again, and hopefully you've learned something today and are looking forward to sailing with Windstar. They are absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
that
Andrea.
real live endorsement, both Terry and Patricia. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you.